So this is what Sunday mornings look like now. Sometimes around our place, we're still trying to figure it all out. But I don't know. This is where I write my sermons now at the Lego table, and sometimes I have to do it with help. Like Annabelle. Annabelle's on a conference call right now with her friends because this is what hanging out with friends looks like. Is call them on the phone. Do you see the phone there in the background? Yeah, so she's hanging out with her friends as best she can. Um, so we're doing things differently, and you'll notice that the rendition of the 23rd Psalm that we've done is very different. And I wanted to explain real briefly. We did two recordings of it. One's a little bit more orthodox, and then the other one really kind of maybe we take a lot of liberties. It's very silly, you'll see. And there's a way of playing and telling jokes and building stories with your own hands that can really reinforce these stories and make them memorable. We're not trying to be like irreverent or disrespectful, but instead playful and memorable. I remember with kids in Sunday school building the Palm Sunday story and the Easter Sunday story, and also Pentecost, with a Lego figure, you can take their hair off and they've got a hole in the top of their head and you can put fire in it. And so we had a house with fire on top of everybody's heads. And we built those scenes out of Legos. And I remember doing that, and like 3 or 4 years later, hearing from some of these kids how much they remembered and what parts of those stories they remembered. And that's what we're after with trying to just be silly with a story and retell it a little bit differently, put your hands on it, be able to take control of the story a little bit, build it yourself. We do that all in the name of really indelibly etching those things into our memories and on our hearts. So we hope that you remember the story the way that we told it, and that it can be maybe find a new and different meaning for you in it. And I'm also hoping that the 23rd Psalm just is something that is on our minds, on our hearts right now. We are doing really well here around the house. We're a family that gets together, gets along really well, and not everybody has one of those. And we've got our house with all the amenities that we think that we need, and not everybody has one of those. And being separated from each other and being unable to do the things that we're used to in the way that we're used to, it's very different. And I know for not everyone that's great. And I just pray that the 23rd Psalm can be something that we can rely on and hear during what we know for some is a difficult time, to just hear that our Lord cares for us, and that our Lord's guidance, that rod and staff, are comforting during this time. And I hope that you can hear that story that way. So I'm going to try and splice these videos together so that it's all one thing. If not, you'll end up with a couple of different video links in your inbox. We're still trying to figure out those things. I invite you again to send your prayer concerns and requests in, either reply to the email, send a message or a note on the Facebook page, or you can call me or text me, and we'll do another prayer service with music again in the middle of the week. Until we see you again, love you, bye.